Nothing else recorded today. Nothing else recorded. Everything was trash. The only thing that's working out is I love you, Colonel Sanders. And I'm almost done. I know they're gonna start me at the beginning of the chapter. I know that. But what else can I do? What else can I do? All the other games I want to play are just not working. You, Colonel Sanders. That's how it sounds. Nobody wants to do that. Let me put my phone away. That's just how it's gotta be. This is how it's gotta be. Continue. I guess I should have hit like load game, but whatever. Whatever. There's nothing you could do about it. We just out here. Welcome back, I guess, to anybody that's rivals in the quad. I'm not gonna lie, the soundtrack is hype. The KFC music, like, I don't know, it makes you happy. Oh, I'm pretty sure I'll read enough of this and be like, I hate my life! Okay, when you're arriving at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. How much of this have I already done? Picking on Bob, because you know he's Bob. What's a swirly? How far did they set me back? No, this is the next day, I remember. Oh, it's great, I'll order you one right up. Oh god, y'all are mean. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Haha, sprinkles is a dog and a treat. Oh, Bob. Ashley. You can get your swirly dips too. I just realized that she has like chicken cutouts in her too tight leggings. You're weird, Ashley. Who did that? Did she do that? Does she think that's like hot or something? I've never known anybody that has received or given a swirly. I feel like that's an outdated bullying thing. Like, I feel like people that do bullying even know, like, ugh, that's nasty. Pick on someone your own size. That's me. I said that. Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school. Man, you're just a washed up JoJo wannabe. There's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You're right. You've got some nerve, Trixie Nosferatu, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. Clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you could go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Ever. See, Colonel Sanders arrived just as it appears that things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he seems that something has been going on, senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Trixie Nosferatu, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back to fighting for him by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe the winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. Colonel Sanders don't care about you, because you have chicken cutouts in your leggings. It's weird. What is he doing complimenting her? What about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? Chocolate sauce is basic. Yeah, I remember doing all this. Y'all gotta sit through this again. I'm not dedicating too much extra time to this. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. See, this is where I messed up. I should have just been like, I mean, if you're into that, that's on you. But nah, I went in for the kill, and that's what messed me up with Colonel Sanders. Excuse me, Trixie Nosferatu. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. I'm just stating my own opinion. I'm just trying to join the conversation. You don't have to get all salty at me. As we walk into class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine arts of fine foods. See you inside, Trixie Nosferatu. Like, I remember I was kind of ticked off about this in the last playthrough. Like, first of all, I didn't give you my coleslaw recipe. I didn't give you my mashed potatoes recipe that my grandmama made. Like, and now you acting like I wasn't just like at your house last night. Now we back in public around all these other people, and you want the big booty hole with the chicken cutouts in her thigh leggings. Like, really? In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, You take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through pages. Oh yeah, that's right. The haunted book. We're gonna speed through this haunted book. Cast only in case of extreme emergencies. On the final exam. Way drastic. I'm not casting that spell. I remember I did not do that. Let's listen to this epic chicken music. This not good. Ugh. Don't do it. First of all, I don't think that this is an accredited school, and I'm not finna sell my soul to no evil chicken book for a university that semester only lasts 3 days. Like, and I feel like that's really weird. That's really weird. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for students to arrive. Man, you was a dog. That's right, because of the squirrel. The squirrel. Quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. Last time I did wait to see what happens and he attacked the squirrel. Let's not do that this time. Let's give him... Grab some homework for last semester that you forgot to turn in. Last semester? Oh, I didn't read that properly. Goes for it and gobbles the sheet of paper like it's a piece of fresh chicken rawhide. I apologize for the outburst. I know it seemed cliche, but not much in this world satisfies like ungraded work. My, Trixie Nosferatu, were you studying something with cinnamon? I've been sitting in on a lecture series around the art of cake baking. How insightful. I'm half reading this. Woo! I just gotta get through it. I am almost done with this game. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Trixie Nosferatu, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, but before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the classroom. That's right, because she's dating a robot. Sprinkles is interrupted by words and sparks coming from the back of the room. Are they making out? Is she making out with is it a pressure cooker? I told you to save it for after class. Not making those sounds, he got it. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? I can't do that. My husband wants to do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I don't see, I get it, it's exciting for other people. It's thrilling, but like, to be in complete fear for, what, like 20, 30 seconds? I don't see how that's fun. Whitewater rafting, not fun. Terrifying. Like, I feel like I would end up having, like, nightmares from something like that. You know, I like low light threatening, like, thrills. Like, you know, I may step on the gas pedal a little sometimes, but that's it. I'm not doing all that extra stuff. Miriam and Clank appeared to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. Word. But no, you had to show off to your cool kid friends, Jeff and Joan. J&J forever. Watch us from a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Buzzed. Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Bro, it probably costs like a couple fat stacks. Be happy, Miriam. Beep word. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Yeah, I couldn't be with nobody that was into like extreme sports like that. Sad beep. Beep. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then loud ding stops him in his tracks. Oh, he broke. You broke him, Miriam. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rose out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Did he eat a kid? Did Clank eat like a child? That's the only thing I could come up with. Or is there like, is Clank not really a robot? Is he a child trapped inside of him if forced to cook? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition. Showdown Challenge Exam. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you in the arena. You haven't taught us anything. You're a dog. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam. Are you okay? Okay. I'm so mad I get to smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How can you embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke. Even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs. But she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. She does have like, I didn't think those were bangs, but I just thought like, I don't know. If those are supposed to be bangs, those are messed up though. You're not gonna saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset with me? Of course not. Well, maybe, sort of, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for the both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank, or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest. Anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van Van, the supposed man-man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of recipe you've been working on. Trixie Nosferatu's famous chicken pot pie. KFC got chicken pot pies? Because I've never, maybe that's not popular down here, but I've never had it. I don't know anybody that has had it. I don't know. After participating for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Trixie Nosferatu, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. I love when good food is cooking and it's just, I love it. Like, especially like lasagnas, like, yum. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Okay, this is hard because I know if it's like my oven, if you leave it in there, it's gonna get burned. But at the same time, I don't want to give him no more of my recipes. Because Colonel Sanders be tripping. And I gave him the coleslaw and the mashed potatoes, and then after I did that and stayed at his house, now he want to act like he don't know me. But now that I'm in the kitchen, he back. I'ma ignore it. Did you hear that? Hear what? I distinctly heard a bell chime. Somebody must be training Sprinkles to do a trick. I bet his mouth is watering. Strange. I was going to say that my mouth was watering. Alas, I'll have to look somewhere else for something tasty to put in it. Smoke begins to billow out of... I knew it! Damn it! Yep, I guess you will. I'll leave you to it, then. Happy visualizing. A disappointed Colonel Sanders leaves the arena. But the coast is clear, you finally open the oven to find your practice pie had been reduced to ash. Pop, smells like lunch. Beat it, Pop. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkle lays down the ground rules. There are no rules. That is, except to cook with everything you've got. We in the Thunderdome now of cooking. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big. Prepared to go big, going small. I got it. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe, fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Miriam fully injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend, blaster, blaster, baster, blaster. Van Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Ew, no one wants that. Let's rock and roid. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Oh, he talk now? He speak the English now? Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? Yeah. So he just had to get that shoe out? Ashley, it's the singularity as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen or the appliance uprising will take us all. Relax. Chill. Look at the meat cleaver in her arm. Is she gonna hurt somebody? Look at his pose. How does one do that? Okay, it doesn't matter. Self-destruct. Van Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out of the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? I'm gonna do it the hard way. I'm not gonna cast no spell. You're not gonna get me for no 3 days in this, you know, weekend school class. This is not no college. Ain't no 3-day college course for no cooking. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. Get out my face, thief. I believe in you, Trixie Nosferatu. You believe in stealing my recipes. Miriam notices too.
Aww.
And I've always believed in you, Trixie Nosferatu, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. I didn't even read her voice right. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. Bitch!
Uh-huh.
It's the secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was all made up, and where in the world does she get Eye of Newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens. Why did you do that, Miriam? It is I, Steve, the sport monster. What are you doing here? Where is school campus security? Steve, wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We sport monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle. So I'd say you're doing pretty all right. So there's Steve and Borko. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the sport monster notices that you've got the grimoire stash beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing these fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. We really out here talking to a sport monster. I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little sport pup back in the old country, I thought that you used to be human beings. You can feel Sport Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and then when I woke up, you toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Never mind. I'll tell you later. Good luck. I don't even know you, Steve! I know Bork! Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Whoa, no, we're gonna summon the extra power and dive deep. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. We're on our Super Saiyan. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Bro, nobody cares about you. Get out of here. So they immediately phase back out. You interrupt it by inspiring monologue. Yeah. Okay, there we go. All right, we back. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their whole entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my kookery. Kookery? Kookery? I don't know about that. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that this power you can do anything except turn back time, which would have been super useful before, because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, Trixie Nosferatu. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decided that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. Can y'all stop talking to me so I can cook my food? I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never been my thing. I followed my heart. He wants my mac and cheese recipe. That's all this is about. He don't care about me. He just wants my mac and cheese recipe. What a guy. What a thief. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Is this really about me? Or is this really about me helping him? Time's up, students. With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop, clank. From off-screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that only can come from one student. I'm flying! It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Bob, get down from there. Let me guess, did Van Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? Bro, that's rude, bro. I thought a wedgie was a salad, like a wedge salad. Alright, I'll give you that, Bob. It looks like Bob was eliminated from the challenge, saying he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs, may I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks, I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second, pranks. Clink! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature word beeper, onomatopoeias, none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged. I guess we'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, as it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole long days. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles in a savory soup. Alright, you know, that's what's poppin'. That's probably like super difficult, you know, I fucks with it. Good job, Miriam. Sprinkles, my word, it's so delicate. Is that teeny tiny Neurotamaki a spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Oh, jeez. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. All them extra details is unnecessary. I didn't need to know none of that. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a hug, a huge hug. Thank you, Trixie Nosferatu, for helping me believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard and axe-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. No one wants that. No one wants that. No, I don't want it. Sprinkles don't want it. Colonel Sanders don't want it. No one wants that. That looks nasty. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? Yeah, too much. You're doing the most. That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof woof! Please be gentle with my cuisine. Urgh. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Youch! My tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. Yeah, sting, like, sea urchins, like, are, like, mildly poisonous, aren't they? I can't eat this. It kept plugging my tongue. Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Yeah, he should have known that. Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified? For glamour? Don't discount simplicity. This is the last you've heard of me. Nobody cares, bro. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up the bowl of milk. I know, yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk, get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley. It's time to step up. It's your basic ass dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight and light rosewater soup, topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. This is one of those foods that are pretty, but probably don't taste that great and are overpriced. Like you could have just made some cheesecake and everyone would have loved it. But this, that actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. You see what I'm talking about? I don't want nothing that I need instructions to eat. When it has too many instructions, like, especially when I'm hungry, I can't. Like, everyone else is like, wait a minute, the guy has to come by and tell you what to use first. Nah, I didn't come there. I came here because I was hungry. I didn't want to be entertained by the food. Not to say, that it has its place. It has its place, but I can't do that when I'm actually hungry. Don't eat the food at a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, Trixie Nosferatu? I told you, it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it, and I did an extremely good job cooking it. Too, I didn't realize that they were having an eating exam. This bitch is dumb. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. You is so dumb. I suppose you could smell it if you're absolutely insistent, but don't breathe too hard. It might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Ah! In your face! Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. Is that a threat? Campus security needs to be here right now. And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cook, step up together. 2 chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. I didn't know he was gonna put the chicken tenders in the mac and cheese. Do they do that there? It don't look bad. I'm not gonna lie, it don't look bad. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Who did that? Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. Everybody not deserving of that, Sprinkles. Professor Dog, not everybody is deserving of that. Man, I burned 2 pot pies and worked my butt off to pass this 3-day college course. And you're gonna pass everyone else? You couldn't even eat everybody's food. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. You're gonna pass Bob? Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even the Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment, to get their groove on. Is this our prom? The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site for the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house. Ow, ow, aroo. We almost threw this, y'all. We almost threw the KFC game. Ooh. You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach a old dog new tricks? Oh, so they didn't change clothes? They got their nice fits on. Alright, I like this fit. I like this fit. Ashley's got a nice outfit. I don't know why you wore your sports stuff though, Van. Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation is clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. It was annoying. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He has totally meddled out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here out, I'll prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Bro, Bork, Steve, Party Monster. No. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. We don't even know his name. Maybe things. Oh, I don't like Miriam's outfit. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Bob, arrived late. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat, a crown. Welcome back, Bob. Bob. I know you weren't able to compete in the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who's arrived late to dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually a faraway planet, from a faraway planet in another dimension. Bro! Alright, how long? Okay, just keep going, let's just keep going. I actually feel like I knew this the whole time. Probably not. Bro, I want Miriam's outfit though. I love the suspender pants in pink. That's, Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. You didn't learn nothing because they didn't teach anything. Miriam, will you come with me? No, you can't have Miriam. She's too fly. I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I have just begun to learn who I really am. This is the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. Tell him, Miriam. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. No, you understand. You understand. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrived. Why Cherry Blossom Petals who's gonna sweep all that up? Howdy, classmate. Oh, he casual! He casual now! He casual now! Look at this! What? He's got like the minimalist thing going on? Okay, we see you. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. We'll be eating. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. Nah. This ain't cool. I'm gonna tell you why. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 of the 4 food items are mine. 2 of the 4 food items are mine, and he done made it and showed up with it, and he's gonna act like he did that, but he didn't do that. I did that. That's mine. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. Bro, did they really make me play this whole game to tell me to go buy they... Are you serious? Okay, I was finna be heated. No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on the delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Trixie Nosferatu, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head? Oh, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches. How is he a colonel? Like, how old is he? Like, how old is he? Like, that he's already a colonel? Because it's not like colonel is not his first name. Anyway, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. And I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Trixie Nosferatu. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running a restaurant is the best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn Tanner Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll in pastry school. Oh my, dear Trixie Nosferatu. I'm sure you'll find your place eventually. That's some BS! The mashed potatoes and coleslaw is my recipe! I'd lawyer up. She need to lawyer up. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. This dude stole my recipes! Then told me I couldn't be in the business. They put the picture up there of my coleslaw and my mashed potato, and then he tells me, you trying to work in the business? No, you can't work in the business with me. Nah. That ain't it. If you enjoyed this playthrough of this chicken game, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe for the other cool stuff that I will be bringing to the channel. Let me know what ending you got in playing I Love You, Colonel Sanders, because I've heard that there's other endings. I'm not playing this again. I do not care. I do not care about the other endings. I am sure it's along the lines of him stealing more of my recipes and leaving me out in the dirt. Colonel Sanders is a bum, bro. He's a bum. Bye.